All right, what's up, everybody? Anybody that's joining right now, I just want to look at that. Let's go over here. Let's put that there. But I'm gonna go here. Yeah, there was a lot to talk about today, don't you think? We got 41 people in here. Let me know if the mic is good. I'll make sure everything is good. I'm setting things up. I didn't really put too much thought into the title, so don't take the title to heart. We do have 100 people in here. It's kind of a lot to talk about. Hey Matt, let's get this party started. What's up? What's up? How you doing? Good evening, I guess. What a wild ride, man. I'm holding strong. Yeah, this definitely was interesting seeing what's going on. Yes, AMC was killing it earlier, and I think something definitely is up here. I think they wanted to test the waters, and this is all speculation. I mean, everything's all speculation. I can't really say whether something actually happened or didn't happen, but the way that the market went, it does not make sense, and the way that we actually hit different areas that were oversold at multiple times, and it did not increase the price, that didn't really make sense to me. Mike is good. Do we expect this trend for AMC to keep going? I expected it to keep going today. The fact that it stopped made no sense at all. So I wanted to get into just what I see here and what really didn't make sense during the day. Let's start with AMC. I wanted to wait for some people though, just to make sure that people aren't caught off guard as I'm going through this. You know what, matter of fact, while we're waiting for some people, let's look at some free stocks. I got some free stocks here. So if you guys want free stocks, make sure you check out the link to Webull down below. All you have to do is sign up and deposit $100 and you'll get free stocks. So let's see what stocks I get today. It's probably going to be ADT and Ford again, but let's see if I get something different. I got another one of Ford. Oh, that's different. I mean, I had one of those, was it 2 days ago? I got another ADT, another ZNGA, another Ford, another ADT, another ADT, and one more ADT. All right, so if you got, like I said, if you guys want free stocks, make sure you go down there to the link, click that link, sign up, and you'll get your free stocks with Webull. So today was definitely an interesting day, a very wild ride. I like the fact that we've seen volatility today. It was definitely different, but towards the end of the day, it just seemed like something wasn't right. And it seems like everything that is about these two stocks is speculation, because you can't really prove anything. But as I looked through today, I mean, it was great to be able to see GME and AMC on different wavelengths when it came to the pre-market. But when it came to the day, you actually seen some similarities here. Now, it's not exactly similar. You've seen a lot more of a rise from AMC from the start because it did go back to normal. For GME, it really had that rise and then continued the slow rise up. So you've seen sort of a difference between AMC and GME, which is definitely good. But what I was thinking that whatever they're doing in order to bring this stock price down, if they're finding ways to bring the price down, I'm milking AMC and GME. I'm not. But I'm talking about stocks that I've been holding and that I see, the different things that I see in these stocks. So nobody's milking things. I told people that I would update them, especially since I ended my stream a little early. So sorry if it seems that way. But yeah, what I seen in the beginning of the day when it came to AMC and GME is that they were pretty similar right from the start. Then it started to get a little bit different around this area, but everything else after that was pretty much the same. Now we did see this huge increase. We saw it go up massively right here and continue to basically have that little rocky road effect, really pushing up to the $6 mark, $6.59 mark, which I thought that maybe they would really struggle with getting past the what was it, $6 mark here, because I know there were a lot of sell orders to go in at $6. But you've seen the amount of buys, you've seen the amount of buying power that we had. There was a lot of momentum going up here. And yes, when you do get up to these high prices, things start to sell off a little bit. You see a decrease, but once you see an increase again, it should be continuing the same trend. The fact that it didn't and it was completely downhill made no sense. So as I started to get into different time periods, and the RSI must have adjusted, because during these periods, it was showing that it was oversold. So it was showing that it was oversold, but you're seeing a downhill spiral with no real increases, which I thought it would recover as we went through the day. So it ended up not recovering. You've seen the 15 moving average crossover to the 200 EMA, and it's showing that there's a downward spiral here. It's a downward trend, right? So we were hoping to have something. We had a little bit of an uptick at the end of the day, but it was nothing compared to what we had in basically the middle of the day. So around that lunchtime. So we ended the day, what was it, at 550? Is that right? Am I saying is that 550? Because it really dropped down at the end of the day. I guess really sold off. But, you know, came back up, ended up finishing right now, I believe it's at 574. So we're still going through the after hours market with some positivity, you know, basically 4% up. But GME went from $62 and it had a lot of upward momentum with no real stoppage there. You know, you had a lot of volatility, which it looked like normal, but then you've seen a massive sell-off here. And I know you usually have a sell-off with a very fast increase. You're going to see a fast sell-off. With this, it was a very gradual sell-off to where you had a little bit of increase, but you continued to sell off. It looked like the other days. And it looked like in the beginning of the day or somewhere through the middle of the day, maybe the hedge funds lost control in exactly what they were doing. And then now, after that whole uptick, it was completely downhill and they managed to recontrol the situation. Yes, I'm black. So I feel like looking at all of this information, it was supposed to, I think we were supposed to finish at that $60 mark. I can understand if it definitely pulled back and came back up. We were supposed to finish above. We were supposed to finish at the $60 mark, and something is going on here. Something really fishy. We have a lot of buying power, and something really fishy is actually going on here. So for both AMC and GME, I wanted to show you where I was. At one point, I was down $5,000. So I went back from that $9,000 mark all the way up to $5,000, and now I'm at $8,000 basically again, increased by $596 from $8,500 some odd dollars. So it was looking good for everything. I can tell you that I was definitely seeing that they were going to have some sort of a pullback. So I was hoping that it would get up to 76 because I seen that it was overbought, and I was going to actually sell and then get back in at this lower tier with all of my shares, probably with the same amount of money, and then watch it go back up. So yeah, I feel like this day was just not good for AMC and GME. Let me know how you guys fared. You people are establishment putty. I bought more AMC. Let's get it. If you got it at a low price, that's good. AMC is such a turd. Okay. This chat's gonna need some moderators. Squeeze still possible then? It looked like the squeeze for AMC, yes. I don't know about GME. I know GME will have pops. Just like I said in my video, which I guess caught a lot of negativity. I believe GME will have a lot of pops, you know, up and down, and I just don't see a huge squeeze out of it because there's not enough, you know, shorted shares basically from what I'm seeing. So I'm thinking that AMC will more or less explode. GME will have those, bigger pops than normal, as long as things aren't being manipulated like what we're seeing here, this stair stepping downhill, why anybody is continually selling at these low prices rather than selling at higher prices when the price is continually going up. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Anybody else see the closing prices change? I think they were updating. I think it closed at 580. Yeah, I guess it did. The closing price was at 550, right? It did drop down to this point. But apparently, I guess they added another, I don't know, couple of seconds on there. So it must have closed at 580, which is 5% up. That's definitely good. But GME closed at 1%, or basically 2% up, which is, it's not good. Not good to see that 200 EMA line over the 50 MA line. I mean, you look at this and I see nothing but positivity, nothing but a firm push up. It was separating, which means that it has a lot of buying power. Not really much selling power, a lot of buying power. So that's why I'm looking at that. I mean, you could say that I seen that someone said that people are cutting their losses. I understand that people are cutting their losses, but it physically does not make sense that you cut your losses at a complete downhill spiral without people getting in at a lower price. A lot of people get in at these low prices, and literally seeing no upward movement makes no sense whatsoever. In every stock that I've ever analyzed, you always see that movement. Even in places that look like there's this downhill spiral, you still see the upward movement, but then it eventually goes down again. We're not seeing any upward movement. We're seeing that separation, which indicates that the stock price is going to continue to increase and really pull away from the selling power, but it's not doing it. There's something really fishy here. But I mean, we can talk about it. You can talk about the fact that there's no manipulation, there's nothing that's actually happening. That's fine. You definitely can believe that, but it does not physically make sense. And I know, we pretty much are never really playing a fair game in any case, but you see all of the buying power that we see with all these order books that come through. So eventually this whole bubble is going to pop here. Whatever they're actually doing to lower this price, artificially lower this price, the bubble is going to pop. The value of the company, I believe, is not to where it should be increasing that much, but with the amount of buying power and the amount of people that are holding the stocks, that's where it's different. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, was really just AMC and GME, and really break down what was going on with my positions, because I hold positions in AMC and GME. It's not something that I'm just talking about. I have over $18,000. I don't know how much I have invested in there. I would have to check. Might be like 23 or something. So I have a big portion of my money invested into these two areas. So that's why I want to talk about them. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. If anybody, ended up buying low and selling high at this point, because we did increase a lot. If you could actually get in and get out, that would have been amazing. Congrats to those who sold GME at 614. It never went up to 614. I think the high was like five something. I'm earning 10% dividend yield on AMC currently. Holding 3.5K, that's good. At a lower cost basis, I hope. AMC didn't even start yet. Yeah, well, the problem is they were getting started. Today didn't, like I said, did not make sense here. You see this push up. You see how far they're pulling away. Once they had that cross there, they really pulled away. And yes, they did come back a few times, but they continually pulled away. GME looked a lot better as the day went on, and I was getting hopeful that it would pull up. I knew that it would pull back because I knew that something was coming, down the pipeline. But AMC looked amazing here. It was really pulling away, starting to really capture that. But then, it all came downhill and it completely, crashed. And it may be people selling off, which really doesn't make sense at a lower price target like this, especially where people really want to buy in at the $5 mark for a long-term gain. I don't see it. But GME, like I said, had a real big pull away. It was the same shape as what AMC was doing, but it was a real pull away here from basically that, I believe it was like $50. It went all the way down to $46. If you could buy in here and got out at 62, you made a pretty decent profit out of it. GME is trash, bro. Come on. It's all about how you trade it. I mean, I don't know what you want from that. Do you want a long-term gainer? Is that what you're looking for? Or are you looking for a quick gainer that's really unpredictable? What are you actually looking for, Juan? AMC under $6 is a buy zone. Yeah. AMC under $6 is definitely a buy zone. But what we're seeing is it's not a buy zone. They're selling. Everybody is selling with, quotes here. So I wouldn't say that, they're looking at it as a buy zone. They're looking at it as a zone to where we can continue to drive that price down. I don't know. So as I start to look through today, I think it was definitely positive, and I was planning on making a video about the positivity and exactly where it was moving, and then it all came crashing downhill. Like I said, I understand a sell-off, but at this magnitude, it does not physically add up. With the level that it was going up, I understand that prices can go down. I've seen a number of stocks go down. I've seen a number of positions go up to new highs and then have a decrease. But for stocks to basically create a new low in quite some time and then not have a lot of buying power in it, yeah, especially something that's held by it's the most held stock in Robinhood. Come on now, let's be real. So AMC finished at 580. Let's see if we can have some positivity as we go through the pre-market tomorrow. I don't know about the after hours. It looks like it's going downhill. 1% down. GME is 2% down. Overall, I guess GME would be around even from where they were. And AMC would be around 3% up if we had to look at it as a total percent. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. It was a decent day because I seen volatility. That's what I wanted to see, was this volatility. Every other day was literally from open to close. It was just like this. It was from the high point of the day all downhill. No ups and downs, no peaks and valleys like we're seeing here. This right here, the beginning of the day, looks normal. And whether it's going up or down, I would love to see peaks and valleys. But if things are getting manipulated, it's stair stepping down. It's not something that where they have the sell-off. If people have a sell-off, they're selling off. You're seeing it continually sell off. Yes, you will see a couple of green, candlesticks in there, but it will be continually selling off. Not adding up. The second half of the day was something that was manipulated there, in my opinion. Thank you for the super chat here. Why do AMC and GME charts mirror movements exactly? It makes no sense. It has to be some sort of manipulation in some cases. Yes, there is a lot of popularity, but the popularity kind of shifted from GME to multiple different areas. So it wasn't something where people that invested in GameStop went to AMC. No, it was people that went to GameStop, went to AMC, went to OCGN, went to Nokia, went to Blackberry, went to all of these other places because they thought that GME was done. And I think that GME will not have a huge squeeze, but it will have potential to bump up just like it did in the beginning of the day here, or technically in the middle of the day, where you had that huge increase up to $62. And I was for sure it was going to hit up to that $76 mark so that I can actually sell off a little bit, because I felt like there was going to be a manipulation so I can get back in at a lower profit target or cost basis. I was going to get in at the $50 level, and even if it does go down to 40, I still have more room to basically buy more shares and also make more money at that point. So that's what that's all about. But yeah, it didn't end up getting up to that point. It grew too fast, something happened, and they're basically mirroring each other. So AMC and GME are sort of mirroring each other. It's not the exact movement because you don't see this large peak that you got up here. It just had a peak which did decrease and then came back up a little bit. Was on the verge of creating a W, but didn't, ended up dropping down and dropped down significantly. So yeah, it's a little difficult to take in. Thank you, Joseph, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. If you could hit that like button, please do so. That does help out the channel a lot. What do you think is the goal / perfect outcome for the hedge funds? I think the perfect outcome for them would be to drive everybody out of their positions. Right now, AMC is the most held stock on Robinhood, right? So if retail investors are holding this position and they're holding all of these shares, that means that when they do have their short positions, it's very difficult for them to buy back on those short positions or cover those short positions. So they need us to get us out of those positions, which drives the price down. If we sell while they end up shorting, it drives the price down even more. So they're looking to basically get us out, drive the price down so that they can get under their initial investment, gain some of their money back, or at least all of their money back, and then they can either make a profit or break even, which is the best case scenario that they can have. Because making it go completely to zero like they planned, letting AMC and GME go to bankruptcy, is something that they plan to do. But obviously us retail traders stopped them from doing that. So that's what this is all about. And that would be their perfect scenario, is to get us out of these positions. But it seems like they can't. We're still holding strong. Even though some people may be tired of hearing about AMC and GME, we're still holding these positions strong because we're talking about them. You watch Trace Trades for sure. He's good. Yeah, I definitely watch his channel. I like all of his technical analysis. He talks about a lot of different stuff. I love the way he draws his upward moving channels. I like the way that he always pinpoints exactly what he sees on the chart very quickly, might I add. That would be my opinion of his channel. I really like the fact that he really draws things up and explains it really well. Even though some people it may go over their head, he really explains it well for someone that does understand even the basics about trading, candlesticks, or anything. So yeah, I'm not going to stream for long. I really just wanted to talk about what I had. I don't want to sit here and take advantage of it. You don't have to send super chats, like seriously. So because I'm only going to be on here for a little bit. Jam, why are you here? Where is Jam? What did he say? He or she? This guy is always upset. Look, Jam, great name. I'm not always upset. I think it was a good day. I just like seeing, real things. This is not real. As you start to look at this, it's not real. I can get into some positive stuff by talking about things that went up. Obviously Tilray had a very good day. Good day in the beginning and then started to drop down, but it had a good day, 50% up in the from open to close. I guess from close to open or close to close, basically 50%. Yes, and then it's up 10% right now. So like I could talk about Tilray, right? But I'm not going to talk about them because the main focus right now is making sure that all of this manipulation stops in GME and AMC. So that's why I seem upset and that I'm tired. But I think it was a really good day, really productive day, because we've seen the potential that AMC and GME could have. The potential here, this upward, movement here, that is definitely the potential, and it was quick. It was something that we've seen as real. When you have a push up, you have a mass sell off, and then you have another push up again, right? You create that W effect, which basically tells you that you're going to increase in price, pulling away from this 200 EMA to the 15 moving average tells me that the price is going to continue to increase. Do I think that it's going to come back? Yes. Did I think it was going to come back to the 200 moving average? No, I didn't think it was going to. When I talk about the 15 moving average, if the if the stock price, I believe the stock price was going to come back here, but I didn't think that it was going to move the moving average to actually cross the 200 EMA. So yeah, that's what I like to really talk about here. I mean, when I look at AMC, it really shows manipulation towards the second half of the day, and towards the beginning of the day, you see a lot of volatility. I love it. I love it so much. GME looked a little bit less. Obviously, you don't have as much volume with GME, but you did see a little bit of volatility. You've seen some stair stepping, going up. You've seen some new highs, a little bit of new lows, new highs. You've seen the separation from these two indicators. Like it was showing great signs here, but it all got derailed by something, a complete sell-off, which you rarely see, especially at low prices, right? So if I seem mad, I'm sorry that if I seem mad. I'm trying to seem a little bit happy today, but it has been a long day. It's been, I've been working a long time. I've been paying attention to this. I've also have a couple limit orders in, but my overall loss or unrealized loss decreased, so that's good. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about here. I didn't want to talk about all of this, anything really else. I didn't want to go through any other stocks here. I just wanted to talk about exactly how my day went, what I felt like. No matter what the spamming comments are, you can continue to say what you want to say. It's fine. Maybe I might buy more AMC, maybe I might not. Daniel H, this is Webull. If you want to see the platform, the link is in the description. All you have to do is sign up, deposit $100, and you can get free stocks when you do sign up. But you can download the platform for free. You can set up an account for free. Just go ahead and use my link and you'll get free stocks. You think it looks like a squeeze again? Brokerages will restrict trading once again. I'm not sure that brokerages will restrict trading. It seems like they got out of a lot of their positions. As we look at the short percentage, from what I've seen, I went with the 66% and the 42%. So a lot of people are saying that it's 78% and 15% AMC, which does not make sense at all. I know they got out of a lot of GME because obviously GME drove up that price a lot. And you can see what they're actually doing there to bring that price down. AMC, it was a lot more difficult with all the buying power that they had. So that's why I still believe that the percentage is around 66 and 44, and it may be even higher than that. But I don't think there's a potential for a squeeze there, GME. I think there's a potential for a squeeze at AMC, with not really knowing what the true numbers are and going off of what I really believe. I believe there's a squeeze there, but this is not financial advice. This is merely for just entertainment purposes only. I don't want to basically be that person to tell you, hey, go invest into this. I'm invested into it and I have stake in both of these areas. So that's why I'm talking about it, not because it's popular. I'm in it. So I want to make sure that everybody's updated to where I am when it comes to the beginning of the day and the afternoon and the evening. Since I can't go all day streaming, I want to just give you as much information as possible. So, tell you what I do in the morning and then tell you what I do at the end of the day and what's going on and what I may buy, what happened that day. So that's my opinion, really. I don't want to push this on for too long. There's a super chat. Thank you, Joseph, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that a lot. You do not have to send a super chat, but I do appreciate it. But yeah, this is supposed to be just a video to talk to you about exactly what happened in the day, what I seen in the two charts. And yeah, I mean, it just didn't look right. 1% up for GME and 5% up for 5.5% up really for AMC, when it could have been a much larger potential, right? Up to that $6.59. It could have been a lot higher. I thought we were going to finish around the $6.50 mark, which is not too much of an ask. I mean, we started at what, $5.50, I think? No, we opened at $5.71. So if we opened at $5.71, then I expected us to finish around that $6.50. It's not a huge ask, right? It's a positive day, a lot of positive movement, but something got derailed here. It's not something where it's like, oh, it went up so high, let me sell off all my positions. No. No, people are still holding. There's a number of people that are still holding. Something's going on. Same thing with AMC or with GME. GME, now it did have a substantial growth from this bottom point. So if people did invest at 46, I understand why they would sell off at the 57 or sell off at 62. But does that mean that it's going to be a complete sell-off for the rest of the day? No, there's a lot of positivity around the stock. So that's why I think that something happened towards the end. Now we have to continue to see how long this manipulation is going to last for, but a lot of people are going to continue to hold. So I just seen a video from Meet Kevin, and it was really interesting. He was talking to the CEO of M1 Finance. I don't know if anybody caught that, but Chandler Bing. I love you as Chandler Bing and Friends. I'm not. I'm wearing a Friends shirt underneath this, but I'm not though. I get it a lot. But I seen a video with Meet Kevin going over, I guess, the whole Robinhood situation, and he was talking about, what happened and how the suits were basically backing up the suits there. And I don't understand how that's illegal. I know that you don't want, your company to go bankrupt, so you're saying stop taking on trades, but you physically can't stop people from trading, using those platforms because just because you're going to be going bankrupt based on the fact that they're buying the stock. It's not based on the fact that, your company can't support it. It's no, you're supporting these companies that shorted this, so you're not going to be able to benefit from this. So that's basically saying that the hedge funds are supported by these platforms. So it makes no sense. It's a revolving circle, and it's showing that the suits are supporting the suits in order to get back at the little guys. So it showed that there was manipulation right from the start. And that makes me extremely angry, extremely angry that there was any type of manipulation. One, because I'm involved in it, and two, because they're looking at, bailing out all the people that have money over the people that don't have money. And that's the way history has gone, right? They've always bailed out the big banks, the people, the billionaires, the people that are in the top 1%. They've always bailed them out. So I have as I look into that, I'm just like, this is ridiculous. This whole thing is a huge bubble, and it shows that there's huge manipulation here, because not just in the stock price, because I can't see what the manipulation is there, but behind the scenes, telling people they can't buy the stock, but they can only sell it. Now, if they restricted everything, saying you can't buy or sell, we don't want to mess with the volume because things are getting out of hand. Yes, it would create an uproar of people that say, look, I can't get my money out of this stock, but the stock price theoretically should stay flat. So there should be no issues to where the stock price goes down in a lot of value because nobody's really selling. The only option they had was to sell. There shouldn't have been any option to short sell, to buy. That should have been the option that they gave us here. So it's crazy. As I'm looking into it, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, I was able to trade on Fidelity. It did pause a couple of times, but it's ridiculous. The top 1% really controls everything. Check your emotions at the door, guys. Sorry if I got off on a little rant there, but it seems like what they love to do is take money from people by supporting the 1%, the big hedge funds, big banks. And if they ever get in trouble, they always bail them out. And because we can't survive without those big banks, without those people that are funding us, come on. The people should be winning in this case, but in every case that we do follow the rules, they don't, So I'm sorry that I'm getting off on a little rant, but I wanted to just really voice my opinion because it was so ridiculous to hear that. And the whole entire time I was just screaming at the video, what are you even you're admitting that Robinhood did something fraudulent. You're admitting that Robinhood is, basically in cahoots with these suits, with all of these companies that they're in. So anytime they're actually there, Robinhood is right in their back pocket, they're there. So that's what I said. I mean, I don't want to continue on with this, but it looks like there's a little bit of manipulation. Let's see how tomorrow goes. We did have a positive day today, which it is getting reversed by the after hours market, which you see this decrease again. So let's see how tomorrow goes. I was hoping that we could finish around 650 for this day, continue and have a good day through the after hours market and pre-market. Same thing with GME, and then end up, opening at like maybe $70-ish for GME and probably like $8 for AMC. That would have been amazing. But like a bunch of people were saying, like, this is all criminal. Vlad is criminal. All this stuff is ridiculous. So like I said, sorry for the rant. People are saying please rant, but I don't I don't want to continue with all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I gotta cook some dinner for the children and the wife, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll make sure to upload some videos. I don't know what type of regular videos I'm gonna upload, but I will make sure to stream and let you guys know about all this stuff. Make sure to go through all these other things. People are asking me about Nokia, and I don't know what's going on there, but people are asking me about these stock prices and different stuff like that. But Thamer, thank you for saying that. You don't have to send a super chat. I really appreciate the super chat though. But yes, get it to 1,000 likes. But I'm going to end the stream. If you can get it to 1,000 likes before the stream officially ends, that would be amazing. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. All of the people that support the channel, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. AMC is not dead. I believe that they're here to stay for the long haul. I believe they're going to increase in their price. GME is definitely going to create some kicks, some pushes. It's definitely going to push up. I don't know what words I'm trying to say, but it's definitely going to push up somewhere around. I believe it's going to keep pushing and maybe get to that 70, 80, 100, $150 mark. Let's see how this grows. Continue to buy, continue to hold. But again, this is not financial advice. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, I guess. So